I say your name when I'm talking in my sleep. You said to need you, and I need you right now, so where are you? I feel so alone, and love's the only remedy. I don't think anyone understands. I don't understand. What's this feeling? It's so unfamiliar. All we need is me and you. Hell, I'd jump off a bridge for you. Why don't I have any control? Shoot down that Cupid, I wasn't meant to get shot. Man down, hey wait. It's me. What have you done? Your time spent following those hoes, and what about me? My esteemed solo. I'm talking to you, and all you can do is think about that other girl. Put me back on my pedestal, that's all I've been asking. I don't deserve to be replaced, and you've been on yours since the beginning. How did I get pushed off? Vicious memories plague my mind. You're with someone else, and it kills me. Who knew something so good could injure like this? She thinks she can fix you? I'll laugh at her try like a grain of sand against a lead door. She'll never get through. You tell me I'm not perfect, and you tread on my pride. I fight back and I throw you down, and now I'm in the wrong? Why don't you be the first to apologise? Why don't you have your opinions voided? You want to be there for me, so why is your seat so often empty? Don't you dare put me in that group of bitches who've messed you about. My mind is as jumbled as these words, ridden with confusion and experiences all new. Do I stay? Do I go? My antibodies surge like a bodily reaction. God, I need a doctor. Get me a doctor, but wait. The only drug I'm not immune to is you. Try to live without me. I dare you. I'll watch you fail just as I did. You're not strong enough for that fake smile anymore. I've broken you just as much as you broke me. As you can heal my wounds, let me heal yours. You'll be as good as new with the pain of those lost but a faint scar. You're scared of my touch because of the way I feel. You've never felt love before. Not like this.
Wow, what a beginning. Do I initiate this with the follies? But that would take me right back to the rhetoric in which I began. All this exertion to prove the paltry of your conviction? Such contempt should warrant none of this, much less an entire volume. A mere sip of this sweet and rich irony would satisfy the most jaded of critics and sustain the most deprived of third world residents. Maybe this honey-esque beverage simply offsets the density that flows off your very tongue. Maybe. Most likely I'm giving your juvenile pretension too much credit. Perhaps your transparent distress signal harkens back to an innocence you had never truly experienced. That exact destitution aids in your justification of rape and deism. Why bother with the Father when you can attain solace in the right bosom? The very entity that you reject. Do you need me to complete the rest? Either way, you suck.
What do you do? What can you do? What can you do when someone you care for is straddling his fingers dangerously close to the self-destruct button? What do you do as the noose around his neck tightens as his fingertips start to whiten on that same button? It baffles me that someone as himself would drop the scaffolds on himself, especially someone as himself who's made quite a few journeys through hell and back to tell the story. But I still worry. In reality, I had as much influence as a jury in a predetermined verdict. Well, that's how I feel about it. Because there is no doubt in my mind that if I had not shouted, neither of us would live to talk about it. 15 years of my life, I think. Yep, that's right. He was like the refuse you'd throw in trash bins. People sang hymns after they were done with him. As he got sent out to that mountain, I constantly thought about it. So many abouts in my head that when I went to my bed, it wasn't recluse or rest. I was fighting a 20-round bout being thrown into a an 8-hour test. Studious. Nevertheless, clueless. It was too late. The effects of the degradation of his sanity were too drastic to be fake. The cake was taken. My faith was shaken. This bait was used to take him. And I denied it. My world began to bleed. As I was speaking to him through that 6-inch glass, I reminisced on the past and couldn't believe how fast he got there. I saw my other brother, full of despair, stumbling and bumbling in his own blunders that could have so easily been avoided. And thinking of it was quite morbid. I knew the first for 17 years. I knew the second for about 7 months, and I sure as hell wasn't going to display and simply bunt. No. I would not watch this get botched. I would not let another brother that had been institutionalized sit there and drown in mere lies that would be recognized too late. I would not let him stay stationary and think his soul could be bought when it was quite the contrary. And I would not let a female dog disguised as the nicest continue to be poisonous to him like ricin, as the self-lacerating violence continued to grind on and on like a poorly tuned violin. And each ball was a decision. My swings weren't sedition. They were cleverly saved and placed, similar to a surgical incision, knowing my objective, but staying relaxed in the syntax, calm, and above all, collected. I look at the person he's helped create in my bathroom mirror, and I thank him every time I pen a rap or spit a rhyme. Everyone needs saving from themselves, and he's done that for me time after time without betrayal. It was simply my own time to return the favor.